my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Also, check me out on my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. So I got these new cards. Hopefully everybody is having a great day. Hopefully everybody had their great 4th of July. I know that the energies were intense yesterday. It's like, and it's crazy because it actually correlated with the video that I posted yesterday. My mic was staticky, and so yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do some breathing exercises this morning. Get ourselves back into alignment. That's going to be what I'm going to ask the universe. If you don't know, I am a Reiki master and integrated energy therapist. So I use my channel to help people. So let's get to it. We're going to do the singing bowl. We're going to do it 3 times. We're going to breathe in and we're going to let go. We're going to breathe in and we're going to let go. Okay? So we're going to use this fabulous bowl here. Right here. And let's clear our energies. Let's come back to center. Let's come back to self, right? As I said, it's 144. So we're on the right track, people. So let's go. All right. Remember, when I tap the ball, we're going to breathe in and we're going to let go. And then I'm going to tap it again. So we're going to do it 3 times. We're going to call in for some assistance at this time. We're going to call in Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel, Camille, Celestial, Celestine, Faith, Daniel, Sarah, and Metatron. And send the Finn to please protect our energy, our space, and our minds, body, and souls. Amen. All right, let's go. I heard one more, so we're going to do one more. Ooh, that was nice. I needed that this morning. Hopefully you guys needed that as well, because I sure did. So we're going to do some shadow work. All right. This is the cards that I used yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard me in the live or not, but good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning. Hopefully everything is working out for you. Happy new moon in Cancer. So let's see what shadow work needs to be done for this. Well, we got authentic self yesterday. We got release emotions. What was the other one? I don't remember the other one, but I remember 2 cards. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Yeah, I wasn't going to use StreamYard today or the mic. So I was like, you know what? I'll have a better chance of just going live on YouTube. That's what I did. So let's see what shadow work needs to be done. We're just gonna focus on shadow work. Everybody else is reading about who you're gonna be with, whatever. That's, you know, everybody's doing their own thing. So But I want to do something different. I want you guys to do the inner work that is necessary. So you to evolve. So you to find your peace. And to also manifest your desires. Oh, that's what it was. Hidden desires. Authentic self, hidden desires, and emotional release. Those were the 3 cards. See, I remembered. Now I remember. You're welcome. Yeah, well, I think it was done on purpose, Brian, because that's it. Like, if you've seen the title, right? It actually really correlated with what was going on with the energies. So I don't think anything is coincidence. I think it was just an alignment, Brian, with what I was picking up. All right, Holy Spirit. What shadow work needs to be done for the collective? Whoa. You see all those cards? They all came out. All right, let's see what we got. And I'm going to take them. So we have light, the darkness. Darkness cannot fail darkness, only light can. Love, creativity, and awareness. Remember, light the darkness. Be the light in the darkness. Right now, especially, we're going through these crazy times, right? We're going through these uncertain times. People are crazy. People don't know what's going to happen. People are on edge. People don't have any clarity. Let's see what the other ones say. Control issues. So it says, fear of losing power of false security leads to vulnerability. Release, trust, and empowerment. So someone needs to release control issues. I know that perfectly well because I'm a single mom and everything, I'm not trying to control everything, right? But I am in control of everything because I don't have help, right? The only one that does help me is my son, but you know, it's summertime. My son is 16 years old. He likes to go out. You know what I mean? He wants, you know, he has 2 more years and then he's going to have to become a responsible adult. So, you know, I'm just letting him be where he needs to be right now. Everybody's on their own timeline. Everybody's on their own journey. And everybody has to experience their own choices in life, as we all do. Thanks, Brian. So we have shadow bloom. You need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully. Resilient and nourishing, which is true. Remember, without darkness, how can we come to light? A lot of us came from a dark place. A lot of us came from trauma. A lot of us came from hurt, betrayal, dishonesty, disloyalty. And that's why some of us do have control issues, because once we let our guard down, what happened? People abused us. Right? Here it goes again. It's saying sunlight and darkness. Thanks, Brian. So yeah, shadow bloom. It's time to understand your own shadows. Because remember, without darkness, there's no light. Without light, there's no darkness. You need balance. I don't care what anybody says. It's not peace, love, and light all the time. Sometimes we need to go into those darker places to find ourselves. What do you do in solitude? That's a dark place. What happens with depression? What happens with anxiety? That's dark places. But it helps us to understand ourselves, to go within, to understand why are we like this? Why are we anxious? Why are we upset? Why are we disconnected? Humanity is so disconnected right now. Look at what's going on. And we have one more. I haven't seen it. We're going to see it together. Have courage from this dark place. There's always light. It's a choice if we want to stay in the dark, understand our dark, but also understand the light within ourselves. Yes, we may be going through a lot of things right now. You see this? A lot of us are like this. Like, why? Or how can this be? Or why should it be this way? But we need the darkness to evolve to the light, to have more courage, to fight our own demons, because we all have demons. That's why shadow work is necessary. Every day, all the time. So have courage. Stop hiding. Show up and let yourself be seen. Fear, vulnerable, and growth. It's time for you to create that channel. It's time for you to create something. It's time for you to get out of your head. It's time for you to get out the roller coaster of emotions. You see the emotions? You see where all this water is? Emotions. They're unbalanced. That's why they want you to have courage. Yes, Brian, you're right. So light the darkness, control issues, shadow bloom, and have courage. So yesterday was pretty interesting. We had the new moon in Cancer, right? So some weird things were going on. You saw that the screen the other day when I did that live, that podcast, right? The screen just turned on. Well, yesterday I kept on seeing shadows. I felt like someone was here with me. And I was like, okay. So like I know the veils are thin because we're going into what? We're going into the 8/8 portal. And also we have another lunar and solar eclipse coming up. So there's all these portals opening. Some people use it for bad things, and some people use it for good things. Exactly. See, Brian, we need to do a podcast together, Brian. I like your state of thinking. Because it actually makes sense with the cards. But see, that's your interpretation. See, that's how you grabbed your information. This is why I do this. So you guys can, okay, I throw out the cards, I channel the messages, right? But also I want you to also use your own intuition to guide yourself out of these shadows that you're in too. Because we all have shadow. So that was an awesome. Yeah, we could, especially about shadow work. And a lot of people don't understand that shadow work is so necessary, especially in these times where there's so much confusion, so much MK Ultra, so much, let's just say mind control. Or no, let's just say, yes, mind control. Look at the media. Everything you turn around, everything is so negative. And especially we need to be more stronger now because the psyops is on the mind is crazy right now. Yeah, you don't understand? Well, because if you see, when I was awakened back in 2012, right? But I didn't understand what was going on. Like, I had gifts as a child, as like I used to see things, I used to travel by different portals. I remember it as a child, and I got scared. Also, I did something that I wasn't supposed to, um, which caused a lot of, let's just say, your mind is very powerful. And at the time, I didn't know my gifts when I was a kid. So I asked God at the time when that specific thing happened that I didn't understand. I was really upset with myself. Um, I closed off. Um, let's just say I was young. I didn't know. But now that I'm on my path, I got awakened, yeah, in 2020, but I didn't get fully awakened until I met someone. And that was back in 2017. So it was the time of the eclipse. If you remember the eclipse back in August of 21, it was August 21 of 2017, right? I remember. That's where it all started. That's when my like actual gifts started to heighten. I would see things, visualize things. So I did a lot of shadow work for like 3 years straight. And also I lost my best friend. So I had this hole in my heart and I told God, please take it out, because I felt like a void. Like I said, when I gave their dad a kiss when he died, I felt my soul leave. And then in September of 2017, and it felt like it came back. So a lot of us go through our own awakening in our own way. And a lot of us, it's through traumas, through bad experiences, through loss. So that's how awakening happens. No, it's not hard to explain. I get it. I'm a Reiki master. That's what we do. We work with energy. So I get it. Yeah, people. That's so strange. It's not strange that you said that because my kid's father, he was a drug addict, and he was very gifted. Their dad used to see the future. Their dad would, just like me, but we had our own gifts. But my son's father would know where I'm at. And at the times, we didn't really have cell phones. We were 19. We didn't really carry cell phones. We had payphones. Even though we had access to cell phones, we just weren't that generation that really was into cell phones. We had, like, payphones. You know what I mean? We have payphones everywhere. We use quarters. You know what I mean? We use money. But since he's been gone, if I would have known the things that I know now, I probably would have helped him much better. But I think him leaving Earth, and he's one of my guides. Their dad is one of my guides. That was his contract because of what he did to me. So he's one of my guides. Dude, I'm 38 and I still self-sabotage. So I get where you're coming from, Brian. Dude, I know, it's crazy. So when I lived in Puerto Rico, a lot of the kids that I went to school with, most of them died. And here where it's this town that I've been living at. I'm not there no more, but I've been there mostly all my life. And a lot of them has passed through fentanyl and drugs. That's what's going on right now. And we're supposed to be saving our men, saving our children, saving this planet. Because this planet is going through some big changes, some big transformations. Where's Dorado? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we have guides, we have ancestors, we have our I work with the archangels. Those are the ones I work with. Actually, let's get one out for this shadow work that we have here. The light and the darkness, control issues, shadow blossom, and have courage. Let's see what angel we have. Because we could be talking all day. I got stuff to do today. I'll be back on later on tonight. Actually, Brian, I'm going to be posting that the concentration camp podcast. And guess what? James texted me yesterday. The one that is from Substack, which I'll show you who he is. I've shared many of his videos on my channel. He actually sent me a text message yesterday, which was pretty cool. I actually want to do a podcast with James. Right now, with my neck being the way it is, you know, I still have the dog collar on, you know what I'm saying? Really? I didn't know that the North Star was west of San Juan. Yeah, so James texted me yesterday. So I'm going to actually text him later on to see if he would like to do a podcast about August. And I just got to get my neck better. I need to talk better. Today I'm having a hard time swallowing this morning. I haven't had a great morning this morning. But here we are. Dude, it's a dog collar, okay? You see this crazy thing? It's a dog collar. I call it a dog collar. So we have friendship. Some of you guys are blooming into new friendships. From the shadow work that you've been doing. So you're going to be attracting like-minded energy that are vibing on your energy. So you're going to be attracting more people that are on your frequency, that have done the shadow work, that understands light and dark, that understands that we can't have control issues all the time. And that we need to have more courage in ourselves. And that we can become like that rose. That beautiful rose. Even though we have our thorns, right? Because, you know, roses has thorns, right? We have enlightenment. That's crazy. My channel is Angels of Enlightenment. That's what I'm supposed to bring here, is enlightenment. Enlightenment to the shadow self. And travel. Some of you guys will be traveling in the distant future. And then we have action. Sarah. It's time for action. That's crazy because we had 4 cards on the top. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 4 cards on the bottom. So we have 8 cards in total. So we started with 4, we ended with 4. So new friendships, more enlightenment, getting access to that higher consciousness, to that higher vibration. Traveling. Some of you, I see some people traveling to Egypt, There's something about Egypt. There's this energy in Egypt. I heard Moscow for some. Something in Moscow. There's an energy in Moscow. So I'm picking up Egypt, Moscow. That's what I heard. To speak your truth. Or to understand the truth of these places. Because you know when you go to, like if you're an empath and you're really in tune, when you go to a certain place and you feel that frequency, it feels like you've been there once before, right? You know what I mean? Like, so this is maybe the reason why the universe is guiding you to these places. It's because it's an energy that you need from there. Or they want you to whatever that experience is going to be for you. Everybody's experience is different. Maybe you might get enhanced visualizations from the past. Maybe some of us came from those places, Europe and Moscow. And that's why we're in our own little wherever we are. That's crazy, Brian. I'm adopted too. You sure we're not brothers and sisters? Hey, dude, my mom had 7 kids. I don't know if she had any more. Brian. My mom has every nationality. They're all Spanish. So we're all Spanish. Everybody thinks I'm Indian though. So I don't know. My dad could be Indian. Well, my dad is. I did meet my dad for the first time. And he had very white hair. Which actually my dad was my mom's pimp. Which I've told you guys this. So yes, I did meet my dad. Only once though. But he had a white salt pepper hair. Like it was so salty. Like his hair was so white it was crazy. So and my mom is tall and and I look like her. But she's just skinny. She was real skinny. See, no, my mom was in, actually, my mom was Puerto Rican. She came from the island. I don't know what happened. I don't know her story. I don't know how she met my dad. I don't know how she became a prostitute. Maybe because she didn't know English. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. I don't know my mom's history. Like I said, I only met my mother once. I met my dad once. And that was the last time that I met them was because he wanted to sell me. He wanted to get custody of me to sell me to do, and at the time I was only 9. No, I was 8 years old at the time when I met my dad. So the reason why they stopped our visitations was because they heard him telling my mom to get custody of me so they could do whatever they wanted. Yeah. Well, my dad was a pimp and I was young and you know what I mean? Like, I was cute. You know what I'm saying? You know how much money they make off of little kids? For sex trafficking? They make lots of money. They could, because remember, they're virgins, right? So their bid could be $20,000. It could be $40,000. Look at what happened in Sound of Freedom. If you did see the sound, if you have seen the Sound of Freedom, like that correlates with what almost happened to me. 29, as I say that. Almost. It didn't. It would have, but it didn't. See how God is way more powerful than anybody? And a lot of people don't think that. God's, especially the orphans, God protects his orphans. God will protect his orphans. Exactly. But so light is required for the darkness, and darkness also requires light. It's releasing control issues of how we want things to look like. Shadow bloom. Own that shit. Own your shadows. But bring it to the light. And have courage of fear. Because remember, fear holds us back a lot. Holds us back from relationships, from people, places, and things. Fear can do a lot of things. Now it's our responsibility to get out of that fear and release and have trust and have clarity, but also to have resilience and to nourish our minds, bodies, and souls, our spirits. Because if we don't nourish our spirits, how can we water and grow? Because remember, you plant the seed, right, in the soil, then you have to water it. But how is that going to grow? Because sometimes seeds are bad seeds, and sometimes you have good seeds. Sometimes you have a bad, planter. It just all depends on the frequency. It all depends on the energy. Energy is everything. But new friendships are coming. Keep on enlightening yourself. And it's called to action. All right. That was your message. Actually, let's get an angel card out for you guys for this shadow work that we have here. I love my angel deck. Let's see what angel will guide us. Thanks. I missed the, man, I wish I could meet that way. He's awesome. He's an Aquarius. He's been on my channel for 4 years. He's one of my faithful subscribers. He's been on this journey with me. We've been on this journey together for these 4 years that I've been on YouTube. He's one of my moderators. Oh, we also have, so we have that way and this way. So we have that way and this way. So that way is that way. And we have this way. Isn't that funny? Yeah. All right, Holy Spirit, what's the message for the shadow work that needs to be done for the collective? Let's see. Wow, the angel of reconciliation. Let me be fully recognized with what I have left behind. Yeah, it was funny. So, Brian, so when I had that way on, right, all of a sudden this guy name was this way. And I'm like, that was so odd. I started dying. So me and that way, and then we were making this way. It was funny. It was an awesome live because I had that way and I had this way. And I said, so what's the other way? So we were missing the other way. You know what I mean? It was funny. But let's get reading. Because my throat, I'm having problems with my throat today. I've been having problems swallowing this morning. I didn't wear my neck brace last night because I felt uncomfortable. But I think, I don't know what I did when I was sleeping. I think I probably leaned my head the other side or something. But darn it, it hurts today. Oh, I'm so irritated a little bit. Because of that. Because I've been getting anxiety attacks because I can't breathe. And then when I feel like I can't breathe because I have asthma, so already, you know what I mean? Yeah. But let's go. So it says the angel of reconciliation offers us the opportunity to clear out the old and useless baggage of our past. By becoming reconciled with the past, we release the sorrows, hurts, and resentments which clog and congest our energy and burden us. We need our vitality to live in the present, not to submerge our life in an old grudge. The angel of reconciliations works to help us integrate our past with our present reality. It helps us see spiritual truths that we can learn from our past. This way, anything painful in our lives can be seen anew as a positive step for growth. Even the most brutal experiences, the angel is always easing the transition from the past into the present, offering us every opportunity to accept things as they are, whether it was something which we did to others or to ourselves, or whether it has something which happened to us. This angel will help us reconcile our past. The process of letting go of the past helps us to redeem our spirit. It releases the energy we have invested in projecting our feelings onto past situations, people, and events. Yo, that's crazy because that's what I was talking about. That's crazy. When we are limited by sorrow, grief, or bitterness, we are actually destroying the vitality and enjoyment of the ever-present now. The past is a stepping stone to wholeness if we choose to see it that way. So if we're stuck in our shadows and we're not confronting our shadows, we're going to be stuck. We can offer our prayers to the angel of recognition to help us accept the past as it was and release our negative ideas about how it should have been. That's crazy because that's what I said, Brian. Remember in the beginning? That's crazy. We can ask that the lessons of our past experience helps us develop as healthy-minded adults who can step forward into the joy of the present. This will give us both pleasure and wisdom. We ask this angel to show us how to integrate our past into a living present, full of joy and fulfillment. We ask for guidance in letting go of the past and accepting that we can always make a fresh start. Reconciliation is not about changing something which cannot be altered. Rather, it is about transforming our views of how the past was and how we can enhance and empower ourselves now by making positive choices for well-being. That was your message. So everything that I said is in this one card. And it was correlating with our conversation too about the past. And it's crazy because you said about your mom. I forgave my mom a long time ago. It was something hard to do, but I accepted when I did the shadow work. When I was doing the shadow work, when I started 3 years ago, exactly. I had to learn how to forgive. I also had to learn how to forgive my foster mother too, because of the things that she has done. All of us don't go into great families. Some of us just don't. So Brian, I'm glad that you actually had a good family, and hopefully you treasure them, because to be honest, it's been a lonely path for me for many years. And I finally, since I moved in this house last year, it took 37 years to feel like home. And this home that I live in feels like home. And it was the greatest thing that I ever manifested. It's not my own home, but one day maybe it will. I don't know. I don't know what God has in store for me. I didn't know what God had in store for me all these years, and look at, I would never thought I would have done YouTube, never thought I would have done tarot, because I was raised a Pentecostal. I've gone to Catholic churches, I've gone to Methodist churches, I've gone to Gospels. I have gone to mostly every church except the Mormons and the Jews and the Jehovah's. One thing I would never do is Jehovah. If you guys are Jehovah, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I just don't. If it wasn't for the blood transfusions that I had, I wouldn't be alive. And I've had 6 of them. So, I don't believe in religion. I believe in energy. I've seen what God has done for me. I've always prayed since I was a little girl. I always talked to God since I was a little girl. I always knew there was something. And now look at this whole time he was showing me, and I didn't understand until I did the work, until I did the shadow work. Now I understand what my purpose is. And my purpose is to help people that have traumas rebuild their lives and not stay stuck in thinking that, you know, you are doomed forever and that you are hopeless and that you're not worth saving. Confirmation. We are all worth saving. It just takes a special energy. Or it just takes kind words and understanding words. Oh, so Brian, I don't do social media. That's one thing I don't do with social media. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Facebook. I stay away from those platforms due to the fact of the energy that's on those platforms. It's too much for me anyways. I only use Telegram, YouTube, Rumble. So pretty much my platforms that I use. I don't use I just want to stay away from the scenes of those apps, because they also siphon your energy too. Yeah, my email's in my link description box below. It's angelsofenlightenment@gmail.com. That's my business account. Yeah, Telegram. I use Telegram a lot. Actually, that's crazy that we're talking about Telegram, because I was thinking on going live on Telegram, because I do have my own channel there too. So if you guys want to check it out, I do have a Telegram channel. It's called Angels of Enlightenment. It's in my description box below to get access into my channel. I do post a lot of things there, so you guys can find me there too. But I will let you guys go. My kids are about to probably wake up. I gotta make some breakfast. My son is here. We're going to the movies tonight. So, yeah. Yeah, we're going to the movies tonight. We're gonna go see Inside Out. So I'm actually pretty excited. So Riley's going through puberty, so this should be really interesting. We've seen Inside Out 1, so we're going to go see Inside Out 2 today. And we're going as a group. There's going to be like 9 of us. We're about to, you know, I'll show you later. You guys too. You guys have a fabulous day. God bless you all. Try to stay positive. Meditate as much as you can. Go outside, be by water. I know this Cancer new moon has triggered a lot of emotions within people. So this is why I want to do a shadow work read for you guys to see what you guys need to work on. Like I said, be the light in the darkness, let go of control issues, and have courage. And I will catch you guys on the next live. God bless. Have a great one. Oh, later I'll be doing a podcast, which I told Brian about. Hopefully Tracy will come on. I know Tracy comes on later on. So yeah, let's have, we're gonna pop in some popcorn, right? I'm gonna pop in some popcorn. And we're gonna see what this shenanigans is all about. Because I'm really interested. Hopefully you guys are too. But let's keep on let's stay positive. Remember, if you need to cry it out. You know, if you need to do some shadow work today, it's going to help you in these next few months. I'm telling you, the shadow work is so important, especially with these transits. If you don't understand the energy, if you don't understand the energy, you're going to get fucked. You're going to be involved with all the crazy bullshit that's going on in social media, all these platforms. Have discernment. And remember, it's time to unite, not divide. We're not dividing anymore. It's time to unite. That's what God wants us to do, is to unite people, not to divide. I think there's enough division in this planet. Everybody's against each other. Everybody wants to think that they're right. We can't have opinions anymore. Our First Amendment right is getting demolished everywhere. So also know your constitutional rights. Go do some research. That's all I gotta say. But God bless you. Have a great one. Make sure that you stay vigilant. And we will catch you in the next live.